Alright, welcome back to the channel, Cobalt Black Gaming. I'm your host Cobalt, and today we are going to be playing some Slime 3K. As you might have guessed by the illustration in the name, we are going to be a slime. This is a deck builder, survivors-like roguelite. So, yeah. Let's get it. The way this game works is you can start with a couple of different abilities at the beginning. I haven't unlocked many of them yet. I only have 2. But you can start with some ability, and you have a source of many upgrades that you can use, and these will basically do things like damage dealing bonuses you pick up are stronger, okay? This one will let you crush humans when you roll over them. Things like that. So, this one's a simple increased health. So some of them aren't always something crazy, some of them are just normal. I can buy another one, but I think I'm going to save it. There's some I want to try to unlock. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, and I believe, just to check, yeah, so this is how this is a deck builder. You have your abilities, and your upgrades are cards, and you have to make a deck. Within that deck, it'll give you what will be available during your run. So if it's not in your deck, it will not show up. Like, I don't have this guy in my deck. We will not see Tiny Slime during this run, which is good, because we don't want it. This run, we're going for targetables, and basically it's going to be a gun build, okay? So, it's very simple, like any other survivors-like, but there are some interesting things added to it, right? So the way you level up is these vending machines, and it's a currency every time. So I have 8 of the currency. I can upgrade the shop for 3. I'm going to want to rush the shop upgrades, because as you upgrade the shop... Sorry if you can hear that outside, that there's a fire truck going by. I hope whoever is in need of that is okay. So as you upgrade the shop, it'll increase your rarity of mods that you can acquire. But for right now, C is the highest we can get, and I think we'll take one of those. We're going to go back to the game. Come back here. We're going to go back for another upgrade. I feel like that one. And we'll also take the watermelon. We'll go for both. We're going to leave it because I want to save up to upgrade the shop one more time. So as you see, you get upgrades pretty quickly, and 3 of an upgrade will level it up. So 3 of any weapon that you grab will turn into 1 weapon, and it'll be stronger. This DNA container, that is what lets me get upgrades permanently for my slime. But now we're going to upgrade that, and we're just going to keep grabbing weapons. You can switch this to auto-aim. I just don't have it on auto-aim at the moment. And actually, mine has been giving me an issue where the auto-aim will switch off. So I really need to figure out why it's doing that. However, you know, I don't always have to have auto-aim when I play Survivors-like. I like it because oftentimes Survivors-like for me are my lazy game. It's something I just kind of want to play, not pay attention to that much. But it is fun to actually control your own weapons here. Alright, so we have a bunch of level ups that we need to actively start using. Restock, we're gonna grab this, we're gonna grab the shotgun, we're gonna grab the banana. Leave there, and we're gonna go on up here. I need to find a renewable source of health. So health drops are fairly frequent in this game. which kind of lets you know what kind of survivors like it is. You are supposed to get damaged, you are supposed to be in bad situations, that is okay. See, come back here, I'm back to full already. Alright, we got rid of some of those heavy-duty dudes. I'm gonna need one more assault rifle, and we're gonna need a bunch of watermelon, but I'm not gonna bother with that right now. Okay, we want none of that. It isn't necessarily true. We don't want literally none of that, but we're gonna go for this. That'll free up some slots. We need to finish that guy, so we'll go for that as well. But yeah, so far I found this one very fun. I like the deck builder aspect to it, because it kind of lets you control what your run is gonna be, right? I can't necessarily say I'm gonna get exactly this and that's how I'm gonna win, but I can say, don't bother me with any of that shit I don't want, which is awesome. I love that in any kind of survivors-like, because oftentimes, yes, I get it, it's a roguelite. Yes, I get it, part of the appeal is the whole, you kind of have to play with the cards you're dealt. I understand that. Sometimes I just have an idea for something I think is going to be really cool, and I want to test it, you know? And so this makes that much easier, and I really enjoy that. And this is one of those ones where the progression kind of unfolded more than I thought it would, which was nice. I like it when the progression is maybe not the deepest, but just a little bit deeper than I originally think it's going to be. That's always a welcome discovery. And I've said this on my Survivors Like videos before, but that kind of really is what sets them apart for me and what makes me go, you know what? This Survivors Like is my favorite right now. Don't get me wrong. For me, there will be no substitute to Soulstone as, you know, one of my top 3. It is amazing. That has its purpose, and so does this. And that's kind of the thing that I've noticed with these games, and I'm really happy to see, is they're kind of unique niches that they're trying to fill. Makes it so that they each have their own purpose, which is really cool. I really enjoy that, because I have a decent library of these. I wouldn't say huge, but it's pretty large. And it's nice that they're now very, I guess, focused is the way to put that, because I can kind of go, you know what I'm feeling today? I'm feeling like playing, I don't know, again, if I want something over the top, it's going to be Soulstone. If I want something a little bit more difficult and more intricate, I'm probably going to play something else, you know? And it really kind of allows me to tailor my play experience for that session, which is cool. Alright, we're getting on a little unwieldy here because I haven't been paying attention to things and I'm not being smart about what I do. Okay, targeted, 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 targeted. I just want to make sure all of these are targeted. There is a unlock I'm going for. This is targeted too, but I just don't feel like building that. I really don't. That feels like a trap for me. Alright, let's see what this guy has for us. So this is basically a special one. Yeah, and it will give A or above usually, which is really cool. These are all targeted. I don't have the space to take them all, which is unfortunate. Truthfully, with what I'm trying to do, I don't have the space to take any of them. However, I'm going to go with electric shot because I haven't really built with that, and I'm going to go with the wrench. We'll leave fire alone for right now. And that's just simply so that I can upgrade all of them by the end of the game. I don't want too many. As you probably noticed, there are many different pickups I can grab as I go around here that drop from enemies. So these increase your speed, because you're a slime, you're very slow. These will heal you, as they look like it. This is extra money. This is kind of a big AoE, so every time I get the gumball machine, I will kind of explode and kill everything around me. We've already gone to the vending machines. Those are your level ups. All right, we need more bananas. Yeah, that's the major ones so far that I've noticed, right? It's those, then you have the DNA to pick up for your upgrades, that's very important. I wish there was, like a magnet in this game. I haven't noticed that yet, if there is one. So you can actually mess around too much and forget to grab your DNA upgrades, which is really sad, but possible. So don't be that person. There we go. That's what we wanted. Yeah, so far I've been enjoying this one just because of how targeted I can make my runs, and that really is part of it too. From what I've noticed, you cannot build willy-nilly, right? If you need your deck to be focused. If you don't have that, you're going to run into problems, and then you're going to wonder why you're losing. I say this because that's exactly what happened to me a couple hours ago today. I'm doing this recording fairly late today. I, had some dog troubles, was at the vet, so forgive me when this comes out at, 9 p.m. for some reason. But earlier, when I first tried this game, yeah, I definitely ran into some issues, and I was like, why am I just losing? And it was because I was entirely ignoring the deck building part of this game. And you might think to yourself, Cobalt, it's a deck builder survivor's like, why were you ignoring the deck building part? And I would respond with, because, random citizen, I'm not that intelligent, and this is just how I was going through my day. Olives are fun. We might take the olives. We gonna lock the olives. Oh, we definitely taken the olives. That's the other cool part about this, is if you notice in the top left, there are kind of set bonuses that you get for focusing on certain types of abilities. So I've been very focused on targeted, and those are the set bonuses I am getting, which is fantastic. It makes you a lot stronger, and that's kind of why you need to be focused on your runs toward doing something specific. Okay, we got that. I want this, but I don't have the space. So the way this works down here, these are all your active weapons, okay? These are in storage, which I really like how they did that in this game. I feel like a lot of other games where they do the whole you combine the weapons to get stronger, they try to make you choose to not have certain weapons, or not have the maximum amount of weapons you can active, and that's kind of how you have to play. I really like that they gave you storage. I'm still required to make choices and things here, right? I can't just decide that everything's active all the time and deal with it. However, I can now look at this and be able to say, oh, let me put this in storage for a little bit because I'm going to need those for combining. So it really helps with, I definitely find in other games where you have to do the whole combination thing, I'll look up at the end of a run and I'll be like, why do I have this random level 1 gun? And it's like, oh, because I needed to combine it with the other thing that just never happened, and I just didn't roll lucky enough to get what I needed. Whereas in this game, it's like, okay, it's just in storage, let it go. Which is cool. I really enjoy that part. I need this, and then you run into things like this, where I am right now. So I want to grab this, but I can't. If I do, I won't be able to build other things. So, like, you still do run into situations where you will get... I'm going to lock this, though. Where you will get overwhelmed with too many weapon choices, and you won't be able to build if you have them all. And that's kind of part of the fun, right? And hopefully when you're sitting there in your deck building, maybe, you know, as you get more experience in the game, you're probably gonna have a tier list to yourself of like, okay, I want this. This other thing would be a nice to have, but I don't need it, right? I'm not quite that experienced yet, so it is very much so me just kind of seeing things with a high grade like A and going, oh man, I really want this. Like right now, I'm kind of screwed. I should just get all of these wrenches is really what I should do. The sad part about it is, okay, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna buy you, we're gonna buy you, buy you. So yeah, now we have another level 2 wrench. We need a third level 2 wrench, which means we're gonna have to sell something else. It's probably gonna be the really big bullet, which I'm a little sad about, but that's okay. Oh, the telephone I just called, or I just got, is, I guess you're like nuking the map. A bunch of bombs fall, and it does a lot of damage. So that is another pickup that I find very useful. It's not the whole map, but it's very, I guess it's your screen. Whatever area your screen is covering gets nuked, it looks like. Yeah, so far I've had a good time with this one. And the nice part about it is I believe it's only like $5 on Steam too. It's one of those very affordable for the amount of entertainment it can give you. And those are games I absolutely love here on the channel. A, because again, I'm not made of money, but B, because it is just nice to see a very solid game that is well made, fun, engaging, like, you know, has all the bones there for a reasonable to low price. I feel like these days, you know, everything's $70 now, and so much of me will just look at a game and be like, is that worth $70? Like, am I really gonna pay that? And the answer, oftentimes, I find when I have to really think about it, is no. No, it's not. Okay, now we have a problem. So I needed the wrenches, but I'm starting to get really big bullet, and I'm starting to get more electric shot, and I want both of those to be at 3, but the wrenches are gonna get there first. And you know what I honestly should do? I should honestly just accept that I'm not gonna... Yeah. We're gonna re-roll all of them, and just accept that we're looking for wrenches right now, and that I'm gonna take that olive. I need that olive. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, there's a wrench. I will lock that wrench. And the olive. Only wrenches and olives right now. Anything else gets rolled, I don't care. Gotta be focused if I actually want to build these all the way up. So this build is pretty busted, I would argue. And again, it's all thanks to how the deck was made and how well that's going. Did we honestly just get rid of big bullet for the olive? I think we do. I think that's the play. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, and then this way we can build either an olive or a wrench. Hopefully a wrench. Because the wrench is closer to being done, which means it'll free up more space. I do love how even in this game, the shotgun sounds kind of weighty. Here we go. Okay, we got the wrench. Now we need 2 more olives and we'll be good. which there's no guarantee that'll happen, but we can hope. A man can dream, right? A man can dream. We're gonna do we do the final upgrade? Yeah, because we're looking for the olive, so I want that. Or I guess that wasn't the final, it was the second to final upgrade. Still, that'll increase the chance of getting rare weapons, so it is kind of necessary, as well as the amount of weapons that will display themselves for you to choose between. So it's always very important. Why? Here we go. 1 olive? Two olive. Okay, cool. We got the olive. We're sitting pretty. Question now becomes big bullet or something else, and I feel like I'm gonna go with big bullet only because in my head, in my mind, my headcanon for this game, that is more common of an A-rank weapon to spawn. Is that true? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But sometimes you just follow a little superstition in a game because, I don't know, it feels right. Okay, we're gonna lock you. We're gonna move on. We're gonna get some of this sweet, sweet cash. Get some of that upgrade. More cash. I'm also being very picky. There are ways to play this game where you're not re-rolling forever, literally, but I came in here because I wanted to unlock a certain thing, and it requires a specific weapon loadout. Boom. Okay, cool. So we just unlocked the armor upgrade because we went for having a boatload of different fully upgraded targeted abilities. I believe these are all targeted. They should be. Yeah, all targeted. There's really no reason for me to build more weapons at this point, unless I could somehow roll this in with something else, but I don't think I can. I'm still gonna buy stuff, though. I like having the meteors. It's a very good item. Oh, actually, we can just get close to finishing up, I guess. What is this thing? Oh! Okay, I've never seen that before. That's awesome. Alright, we got... Oh, we got quite a few. Let's take that. And we're gonna take that. And we're gonna leave. I have never seen this laser beam upgrade. This is kind of fun. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing around with that because I don't think there's any good I can get from still acquiring those. And right now I'm just gonna try to stay alive. That's really the play at this point. I'll take that. I will switch out a gun for the meteors if I can get it to max. That I am willing to do. It kind of just covers the whole screen, so it thins out everything. Whereas right now I'm just relying on my massive amounts of bullets to handle everything, which, you know, they seem to be getting the job done, but I feel like I like that extra just carpet bomb coverage, you know? I've never actually, not never. I just... Oh, you can keep... Okay, that's really cool. I didn't realize you could keep upgrading the shop past those tiers to just keep pushing the percentage in favor of rarer and rarer weapons. That's dope. I really like that. Because in this game, there are cards with the tag financial on them, so I assume they just help you get a boatload of money. And I've always kind of wondered, like, why... Right, like, I've always had a decent amount of money, so I've always... in this game, so I'm always like, why would I go for that? What is the point? And I guess you can just keep upgrading, so yeah, that makes total sense. Alright, there we go. That's the other thing, I'm still just kind of getting those to get the rest of the achievements. Alright, we got about 30 seconds to the boss. We can't really meaningfully do anything with the shops anymore. At least I don't think so. So... I'm gonna still collect stuff? I don't know. I'm just not gonna mentally make the mental switch of you don't need to pick things up, but it don't really matter. Don't care. Go away. I wonder if there's a button to permanently just say don't bother me with those. I mean, I guess their answer would probably be, hey, just don't pick it up. I don't even know where the boss is. They spawned, I didn't look or care or notice. Oh, it's you, you weird little gremlin. I don't want that. I want this, though. Alright, we got some DNA down there. I'm gonna grab that, because that still does matter. That is meta progression. Which, if you watch any of my other roguelike videos, you know me. I will go out of my way for meta progression any time of day. It does not matter what else I am doing. If there is meta progression, I'll throw the run. I don't even care. Well, depends on how close I am to finishing the run. I'll throw the run sometimes. Alright, looks like we got quite a few upgrades that we just unlocked. And we got some new cards. What do we got here? Dark Side, light refracts into a beam and melts human faces. Okay, that's terrifying. Shuriken Launcher. Sick. Okay. That was level 4. Let's see these upgrades. So we have extra nuggets. Fiery nuggets of darkness shoot out from the slime anytime you pick up a bonus. That sounds busted. I like that. Armor reduces all incoming damage to the slime by a fixed amount. And then enhanced absorption health restoration bonuses you pick up restore more health. Awesome. Those are some pretty good upgrades. What else do we need? We need to beat level 6. Have 3 different level 2 abilities tagged Ice in your inventory at once. Have 5 different level 3 abilities tagged Darkness in you. I think this is the next one I'm going to go for. I do really like the Darkness abilities. They all are kind of like... all the ones I've used are kind of like Bible and Garlic in Vampire Survivors. There isn't a one-to-one to Garlic, but Bible, they're close to that. So yeah, I think... Let's see if we can build a deck for this. We'll go here, and we're gonna filter. Darkness. We got 14 for Darkness. I only have 4 unlocked though, and I think that did say I needed to have 5, so we cannot go for the Darkness yet, which is kind of sad. I believe this is my Fire one. This was targeted, and this is just a random one I made. Yeah, there's nothing crazy. I am going to go for extra nuggets, though. attacks. That seems smart. Poisonous slime trail. I'm all for these lethality upgrades, just making me more dangerous. Alright, so that was Slime 3K. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the content, a like and subscribe would be much appreciated. We're trying to grow the channel, so every little bit helps. I will see you tomorrow with another roguelite run. Peace out.